Hey everyone, I'm Master Trainer Peter. Welcome to the Ring Fit Adventure Kickstart 3. Let's get ourselves hyped and ready to take on this fantastic fitness program throughout January and then going on throughout the year. So here's the layout of today. We're going to do some tests. Nothing too strenuous and nothing too difficult, but we need to get a baseline of fitness for you so that we can compare it at the end of January to see where you've made your progress. Once we've done that, I'll make some recommendations. We'll go over which programs you can pick from tomorrow onwards, and then I'll give you a cheeky fit fact with the true secret to weight loss, since that's a common goal for a lot of participants. So without further ado, let's get straight into those tests. The testing parameters are pretty much the same as last year because it gets a wide swathe of information. We're getting a little bit of muscular endurance, we're getting a little bit of cardio, we're getting a little bit of flexibility, and we're taking some baseline health results. We'll do a few tests outside of Ring Fit Adventure and a few within, and then there are also optional tests that you can take on if you fancy, but they are completely not necessary. Depends on whether you want to do them or not. If you want to share your results in the comments or in the Discord, please feel free, but if you want to keep them to yourself, that's totally okay as well. Just make sure you write them down for yourself so that you have something to compare against at the end. So firstly, let's take your weight. This is best done first thing in the morning, if possible after a bodily movement. Get that weight and record it. It doesn't matter what the result is, there is no judgment, just get on the scales and record it. Now, let's get into Ring Fit Adventure. First, from the main menu, go to Quick Play, then Simple. We're doing these challenges in this order: Spinal Erectors Challenge, Mighty Pectoralis Challenge, Quadriceps Challenge, Endless Latissimus Dorsi, and Endless Deltoids. Always start in a good position, that's neutral spine with a good shoulder posture, i.e. drawn back slightly, focus on the movement you're doing. Take up to 2 minutes between each challenge as rest time. Once that's done, we've got 3 mini games to do. If you're wondering why, it's because they are fantastic markers for endurance. We're going for Crate Crasher, Squat Goals, and Treadmill. Choose a difficulty based on your fitness level and go for the best score possible. Crate Crasher uses the pectoralis major a lot, Squat Goals has a good amount of lower body endurance work, and Treadmill is great for cardio endurance. Once they're done, jump off of the game and get ready for your last mandatory test. It's the Standing Toe Touch. This measures your flexibility, so from standing, flex at the hips, no movement in the legs. Don't bend your knees. We're reaching down to see if we can touch our toes, and if we can't, we're seeing how far down we can go. Take a rough estimate if you don't have a tape measure or someone to measure it for you. So those are our mandatory tests. Nothing too stressful, as I said, but it's always good to get that baseline of fitness. Now, I have some extra tests for you. If you would like to do them, fantastic. Please do them on this day and at the end as well. If you don't want to, totally fair. But anyway, these are going to measure different aspects of fitness and are a little more standardized as if you were doing it in a normal personal training program. Test 1. Run for 10 minutes straight and record your distance. It doesn't matter if you take breaks or walk, etc. Just see how far you can go in 10 minutes. This can be done outside or on a treadmill. Test 2. 60 seconds of push-ups. With good form, see how many push-ups you can do within 60 seconds. It doesn't matter if you're on your knees or toes, whatever your preferred form is. Keep your elbows tucked and make sure that your chest is almost at the ground when you come down to the bottom of your rep. If you find your hips are sagging or your shoulders aren't moving properly or other form issues, and it happens more than twice in a row, stop. That is you done. Test 3. 60 seconds of squats. With good form, we're going to see how many squats you can safely perform within 60 seconds. If you're finding your form falters, you're coming over too much, or you're not bending your hips properly for more than 2 reps in a row, stop. That is you done. Test 4 is a waist measurement test. Take a tape measure, relax the body, don't hold everything in. Find the midpoint between the bottom of the ribs and the top of the hips, typically around or just above the belly button. Wrap the tape around so it's tight, but not digging into the skin. Breathe out and take your measurement. This will give an extra measure that can assess if we've lost fat during the kickstart. Fantastic, that is your work done for today. Congratulations, well done on completing those tests. Make sure that you've written them down. Now I'm just going to go over how the rest of this program flows, a couple of bits of information, and yeah, just get you prepared for tomorrow. So you need to pick your program, of course, and we've got 4 of them. We have A, which is ab focus, which has ab-based finisher moves on each day. We have B, battle focus, where you get recommended moves to use during adventure mode so you can play the story and you can get some PT style training done too. Just make sure you have finish or reps set in your settings. We have C, custom focus, which is like a traditional Kickstart program, and then we have D, Demon Track, which I'm intending on making as tough as possible. You pick your program and then you're following it for the next 4 weeks straight. That's very simple in January 2023 because the next 4 weeks line up perfectly. So just make sure you're doing it for at least 4 weeks, alright? Each day this week has its own video. Monday is for legs, Tuesday is for cardio, Wednesday for a full body workout, Thursday has the option of yoga or rest, Friday is arms, Saturday focuses on the core, and Sunday is again a choice of rest or yoga. I do recommend taking at least one rest day. Personally, I think the Sunday works best for this. That's how we've done in the other Kickstart programs, but I know not everyone's schedule lines up the same. It's your choice, of course. If you are a beginner, if you're new to fitness, I do recommend taking both the Thursday and the Sunday off, and possibly even the Wednesday. Just see how you feel, okay? Once we get to the end of that first week, you're going to go back to the video for the corresponding day, and it cycles like that. So you go back to Monday, but then you make small progressions each week, which I've outlined in the videos. Whether it's going up in reps for a couple of exercises, or altering a move, or even going from a standard format to a circuit format, you can choose how to progress to make it work best for you. As far as how to set your reps, obviously it's a very personal thing, but essentially you want to make it so that at the end of each set, you're pretty tired and you don't feel like you could do many more with good form. You want to really be pushing your limits, but be able to complete them with proper form and safely, okay? That is a good marker that you're on the right track. I do recommend everyone start with level 1 reps for all of the exercises so that they can get a good baseline, but obviously you know your body better, you know how long you've been playing Ring Fit, you know what you're capable of. So set it to how you need and then make small progressions each week. Yeah. This should give you plenty of progressions and plenty of choice to be able to make a Kickstart program that works best for you. If you want to mix and match programs, like on Monday you do A track, but on Sunday you do D track, why not? You can make it your own. But I do recommend following just one focus for the first month, okay? But then you can mix it up and match it up, whatever you want. So we go to the end of January, and then I'd recommend taking Monday the 30th off as a rest day before we have another retest video on January the 31st where we replicate these tests in this video before we chat about going further with exercise. Perfect. If you've got any questions, please leave them in the comments or jump on the Discord and I'll help you out as much as I can. And please do bear in mind that you should be confident in your physical ability before taking on this or any other exercise program. If you're unconfident and you have any concerns, please visit your doctor or physician ahead of taking part in the Ring Fit Adventure Kickstart 3. All exercises are to be performed as instructed by Ring Fit Adventure, and I, Master Trainer Peter, will not be held liable for any illness or injury as a result of using the Kickstart program. Please see the description for more. But for now, I'm going to leave you with that fit fact, which is how weight loss works. So we function using energy, I'm sure you know that, and we measure that in either calories or kilojoules. We use a certain amount of energy each day, and that is based on things like our metabolism, our body composition, our activity levels and such. But it is basically, you use energy throughout the day. Now, when you eat or drink, you are taking in energy. So, in order to lose weight, you need to burn more energy than you take in during a day. It's really that simple. So as an example, if you are burning 2,000 calories, but you only eat 1,800, you are in a deficit of 200 calories and therefore you lose weight. If you eat 2,200 calories, but you are only burning 2,000 calories, that means that you have a surplus of 200 calories, and that turns into weight gain. That is weight loss broken down as simply as it gets. Knowing how many calories you need to burn in a day is obviously a little trickier. I have a calculator in the description of this video, so please check that out if you've got any concerns or you want to get a rough estimate, and then you kind of work it out as it works for you. This sounds good. Obviously there are certain medical conditions that can change this, but this is the rule of thumb for the very vast majority of people. And not only is that the fit fact of the day, but that is the end of the video. So thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate this, and I cannot wait for the results that you get from the Ring Fit Adventure Kickstart 3. So make sure you've got your results written down. If you want to play a little bit extra after that, feel free, but get ready for a fantastic program over the next month. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you to my patrons like Rain, Sick Hippie and Mikey Bananas for their wonderful support through Patreon. I really appreciate it. I'm Master Trainer Peter, of course, and I'll see you tomorrow.